Hello, everybody. Hope you're enjoying. Man, I'm a bit off track. Sorry, I was just texting someone thinking about homework. I jump into the stream. That's not a very good combo. Here, I'm gonna text my friend back real quick. There we go. Okay, so yeah, hope everyone's enjoying their, what is it, April 10th, Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. CST. Yeah, pretty normal day for me. Still quite sick, so we're not gonna. I have a cough drop in my mouth right now, so we're not gonna push it too hard. But that being said, we also do have a bit of a bump in the middle of the stream. I have a friend dropping something off at my apartment, so there will be a break in about maybe 30 minutes, 45. So yeah, we'll make sure to like pause the timer. It will be a BRB screen. It should take no more than like 2 minutes, but that is a part of the plan for today. But yeah, other than that, I think we're ready to get started. So yeah, my voice is already a bit shot. I'm just realizing that's not good. Hopefully, yeah, maybe we do turn up my mic this stream. I don't want to peak it, but yeah, wow, I just realized how, okay, yeah, we're gonna up the volume just a tiny bit. If I do peak it, I am sorry. We're gonna up it by 2 decibels. I think that's appropriate. That's still quite quiet. Okay. Well, we'll do this, and then if it's too loud or something, I'll at least put a compressor on it. How about that? So we won't peak it. Compressor. Oh wait, no, I think I wanna limiter there. Okay, so hopefully that isn't too bad. If my mic sounds horrible, just please let me know. Oh my gosh, my throat's killing me. I haven't talked like all day. And now we're going to this. Jeez. Anyways, let's get to our warm-up. Here we are. And I'm going to leave my phone right next to me. I don't typically do that, but I have to watch for a notification, so that'll be very important. I have to look at stream chat, pay attention to, you know, the reference and my paper and my phone. Jeez. Okay. So let's get started with our warm-up. Oh, and I'm also going to adjust my seat around a bit just for good positions. Let's try not to hit my desk for once. I always do that with my chair. Okay, looks pretty good. And that's set to -6 decibels. I'm not sure if that's bad. I can't hear myself. I don't really want to, so. Also, apologies for the bit of a lisp. Do have a cough drop in my mouth. Probably the only way I'm going to survive. Survive the stream, so. Cool. Yeah, okay, let's get started. Oh my goodness. I'm falling apart, everybody. Yeah. Nothing really of note. This is kind of like one of my last weeks before I have to really start studying for finals and stuff like that. So I'm trying to make the most of it a tiny bit. I have one project where I have to make Wordle in Java. Which, I mean, yeah, if I have to do a solo project, I guess I'm happy it's Java, because Java's a bit easier. It's not going to be good code, but it's going to be the necessary code to get stuff done. But I'm very glad I started early, because either people are starting now or much later. It's due in about a week or two. 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. The 30th, I think, end of the month. And so some people are just starting now, which is okay, but it's already taken me about a week to get where I am. And so just to have that extra time and not worry about it later, I'm very glad I started as soon as I did. So for whoever's watching, if you haven't started on those projects like that, let's get started. Let's do it. Join me in the stream. My chair feels weird. That's why it was lowered for some odd. What? It was lowered for some odd reason. I have no clue why. Anyways, okay, wow. This height difference is amazing. If anything, I'm a bit underweight, so I don't know. Don't know how that happened. Maybe I just accidentally bumped it. This is a bit more parallel than I'm letting on over here, so it's gonna be right here. Oh man, my voice. Don't do this to me now. If there's ever a stream where I need to start using my mute hotkey, maybe this one. Oh geez, okay, maybe we bind that. Oh man. Oof. That's what I get for like not ghosting that much again after I coughed. Got distracted. I'm so used to drawing really far to the left, but now I moved my setup a bit so we're a bit more aligned. Okay, this is gonna be really parallel. Same thing here. I was in the elevator for my engineering building today, and I've never been like scared of elevators ever in any capacity. But then today, it got to the floor, which also my huge pet peeve is people who take it to go one floor above. There's a stairwell right next to it. Please, just please. I don't want an extra stop. I have to go to the top floor. Please. Anyways, dumb pet peeve. But it got to the floor right above and then it just stopped. And not only that, it didn't make a noise. Like the power was seemingly out. And I'm not sure if the dude in front of me pulled it open or because like I saw him pushing it. Like I think it opened a tiny bit and he had to push the rest. And everyone who was going to the higher floors, including me, just walked off. And there was like a good minute there where everyone just went quiet. They were like, you're debating like maybe if I press the button, you know? Like having that feeling of the panic almost sitting in, like, oh my gosh. I think the main reason why I was so nervous about it too is there were so many people in the elevator. I did not want to be trapped in there. There had to be at least 7. Oh, this definitely needs to go more out. But that's not gonna make that one happy. Now look how minty that line was. Oof. Huh. I think that was a bit high. We should have gone for the center. Oops. Well, decent box. Not crazy great, but decent. Let's move on. We need to start angling this a lot more, I believe. We did say earlier too that we're going to start normalizing some organic forms. I don't see them as an extremely difficult task, but it is a good warm-up, so. Oh, we got a bit too wide there. It was almost pretty good. Very nice. And I kind of see it like being very, very open up here, like very towards us. We're gonna need smaller. And then a bit larger over here. Not crazy. And then we'll do one more and make it pretty large. In fact, we can overlap it a bit. I just like it when it does that. No, I don't like it when there's that gap. But yeah, anyways, let's do a branch. Let's just make a really long branch, you know? That'll get all of our exercise in. For this one, I want it to be wide degree, small degree, wide degree. Oh no, wide degree-ish. Like this is towards us, away, coming closer to us, but not necessarily towards us, still a small degree, and then away. And this will be kind of in between. There we go. It was good up there, but got a bit wobbly on the bottom. I flexed a bit too much, got a bit too tense. Then we're gonna get much smaller right here. And then much, much, much smaller. And yeah, our major axis kind of decreased right there on accident. Also, I just realized because I moved more to the right, me rotating, I'm hitting my monitor stand a tiny bit. That's a bit bad. Anyways. Then we're gonna get really small in the middle. And then a bit less small. Then, that was a bit larger than I wanted. We'll get, yeah, these are going to be practically the same right here. Because it's going to get a little bit wider in the middle, but then return ultimately to its same point. So these will be a bit duplicate. There we go. And then we're going to get smaller in here. And then once again, kind of duplicate because it gets smaller in the middle and then larger over here. And then much larger. In fact, this one could have been a tiny bit more large, but what we'll do here is we're gonna go over here and do one right here. Lots of here's. Very nice, yeah, and we definitely got kind of smaller as we went through. Oops. Anyways, let's see. I think it'd be easiest to do this approach. Yeah, okay. This one will be the hardest on this end. Yeah, because either which way, it's kind of... Because this is hard to control. Like, going straight up is really hard for me to control. But going like this, I can't see it, but it's a tiny bit easier to control. I can't see where I want to hit. So how about we go in the middle? Meh, not bad. Curved a bit inwards too much and had a bit of a flange right there, but it's okay. Overshot a tiny bit right here. Those of you who are more astute will notice that this pin is a bit finer. It's because it's a bit old. Which honestly kind of gives me a better feeling of control, but meh, I don't know. Very meh today. We didn't curve. We convinced ourselves it would be easier since we're at the end. Regardless. Apologies. We're done for the day, for the warm-up. We're done for the day. I was about to say, wouldn't that be nice, but I'm actually kind of excited today because it's less construction, or it is still construction, but it's less of the harder construction, I should say. Anyways, great warm-up. I think this was pretty decent. Like I say always, our baseline is increasing. We're getting better at it. Happy with it. I think we did a good job. This was a bit small, weirdly enough, but I think whatever. And oh man, you know what, guys? We made... Actually, no, because I'm not streaming on... Okay, yeah, so, by the way, I will be heading home on Friday. And that'll go into Saturday, so Friday and Saturday we will not be streaming, and we'll hopefully be back on Sunday. Yeah, which means I have to do my meal prepping a bit later into the week. But hey, if I've learned anything this semester, it's how to be more flexible in my schedule. So, great warm up. I'm very happy with this warm up, and we're gonna march on over to our drawing from yesterday, which does look a bit silly, very childish for like how much we put an hour into this, right? And it still looks a bit goofy, but that's just the ugly stage. Every art piece has an ugly stage. I can't remember who said that. I feel like a YouTuber has said that or something. It's just a notable quote I like. That's where you start saying trust the process, and we're definitely trusting the process right now. We have kind of one barrier to get over, and it's the stems. It's always difficult, but we will march through and try our best. We have the question of do you want to carry the stem all the way through here, and my answer to that is no. We'll just go to right here, because other than that, it's hidden. Ooh, wait. But we do have the petals to worry about, and that is an interesting idea. Because it will be visible through the petals. So in fact, I say we do the work, and we draw the stems. I know it's going to be a lot of work, guys, but if we want to get better at art, we really do have to sometimes grind, just a tiny bit. So without any further ado, let's set our timer to an hour. Take a quick water break. I'll need a lot of those today. And then we'll get to it. So be right back. At my apartment, there's tons of birds, and it's kind of a proxy war between finches, starlings, and sometimes grackles, but mainly just finches. Or there's like this red-breasted, I can't remember the name of it, something. It has a red breast, And I've seen blue jays every once in a while, but I think a cardinal, but those are infrequent visitors that get, caught between the war of the starlings and the finches. But I'd really like to open my window because I live quite high up and make like a box, like a Lexan box, and have some like food in there, stuff like that. No, like at night, or actually, because like it would be, my bed is right next to my window, so I wouldn't really want birdies right there. I may kick the box and scare them or something, and that means that box will always be open and my window will always have to be open. Anyways, besides the logistical reasonings as to why I wouldn't do it, I think it'd be pretty nice. I just love birds so much. There's one starling that I think has taken a liking to me, and sometimes when I walk out in the morning, it sits on top of an edge of a roof and just yells at me. So I'm not sure if it's just getting territorial or it just wants to say hi. Actually, no, I've seen videos with people with starlings as pets. All birds are quite smart, except for seagulls. Those guys are evil. I would want a pet grackle if anything. Okay. We're gonna rant, but let's also start drawing. I don't want a pet grackle, or like, in fact, whenever I imagine myself having a pet, I hate the idea of, well, it took me forever to find the play button. I hate the idea of having a pet because most of these things are like they're beings, they feel, they want, they may want to go outside with you, they may want to go to work with you, and I would feel really bad if I took that away from them. Here we're gonna, since we can't see a lot of the stem, we're just gonna estimate a bit, and we're gonna say the degree. Let's see, if the degree was higher up here, definitely gonna be higher up here, and I think it's gonna get closed in the middle and then open up again because it's kind of going away from us and a tiny bit above us. So tiny bit of opening here. It's gonna get flat in the middle and then good down here. We don't need a ton of them, so let's get started. Remember, we want these to be quite small, so we're going to follow it up the stem. I'm going to do one right here maybe. Cool. We don't want to make these too far apart, but this is pretty straight, so it shouldn't be too crazy. So here we're going to really start shrinking it. So right here. No, I didn't mean major axis. I'm like a robot. Yep. So we'll do this. There we go. Ooh, bit of a bump there. It's fine though. We can kind of disguise it. We got lucky, you know, right there. We kind of didn't do it where we met in the middle, but I think that's fine. Now's not the time to get lazy with the cav. We just started. Builds character or something, I don't know. And of course, the sims behind will get a lot smaller too, and then we'll worry about that. Obviously, the largest sim will be in the forefront. So this one's gonna be a bit smaller. Higher degree, we'll also do the same thing here. Middle degree, higher degree. In fact, not that much of a higher degree at all. Up there, I'd say at max like 20 or 30, probably 25. So down here, because like these are practically 60, so not even crazy down there. And we can make this one kind of bend towards us, so we'll do this. There we go. Hey, had a bit of a bump there. Thankfully, it hopefully won't be that noticeable in the grand scheme of things. We keep saying that a lot through this piece. Yeah. Too thick. Well, there will be mistakes. Jeez. Whatever. Cool. We will continue. Let's see. So these are going to start getting a bit smaller. Especially these. Oh my gosh, especially those. But yeah, this one's quite large still. And we'll start right here with a medium degree. They're a bit wide for my liking, but it'll be okay. Here we go. That was pretty good. That was really good. Let's continue. Then again, it was kind of a straight line, but whatever. There we go. Yep, let's do really smaller ones. Behind. If anything, it'll look really cool because there's so much construction, you know? That could be our crutch. Hey, well, yeah, it may look bad, but or, you know, it may not look as good as it could. I don't know. But look at the construction. Maybe that's some couple points. Let's see this one. Yeah, I want just the degree to be really large up here. In fact, super large, because we're watching it go away from us. And the degree up here is quite large. So these are all going to just be consistently large. We may even start at the top. Remember, these are going to be small. So like this. This will be difficult. Let's do it. Not bad. Made a bit of a touch right there, so we'll try to work around that. Where's that pin that's a bit more drained that we were talking about earlier? I did switch out pins, by the way. Not bad, not bad. Definitely choppy, but maybe we'll repair it a tiny bit as we go along. This one we're gonna have the same kind of flat middle. So we're gonna have, you know, pretty large interior. Maybe do it a bit less and have them be a bit more infrequent. There we go. Got a bit too excited. Went a bit too far on that one. It's fine though. There we go. Only 2 more left. This one is actually a bit closer to us, so we'll increase the size of it just a tiny bit. And it's going away from us, so there's going to be a tilt. And I'm going to say it's going to... Degree will be smaller. Just practically, it won't get larger, so it's going to continuously decrease. Okay, this one's going to be as small as that one, and same thing back here, practically. And they're actually thicker in the actual image, so maybe we went a bit too small. We'll see. And I originally, let's see, oh wait, oh, man, I don't even have my, since chat isn't very active right now, I don't even have the ref open. Let's get that open. Cool. Also, I'll note that I thought these were like weird nodes on the bottom of it going around. These are just petals. They're little tri-leaf that a lot of these have. Cool. Double check the YouTube stuff, make sure we're good on that end. Awesome. Man, day 85, we're crazy. 100's coming up. Less than 3 weeks. Maybe technically 3 weeks. Time to write with my finals, oh my gosh. Maybe we'll have a day 100 hiatus or something, who knows. Maybe even by then we'll be finished with lesson 3, so it'll be a bit of a good break in between. Then again, I should keep my practicing up. We'll see. Maybe it's just an era of like spontaneous small 50% until then. Cool. So these are smaller, and I'd say, yeah, it's going to have the same degree pattern as this, where small in the middle, larger on top. Let's get to it. We know the drill. Yeah, so we're a lot smaller over here. Super small, larger, much larger. Oop, that was a bit small though. And then super large. Nice. Getting lazy, we're not doing the halfway thing, come on. Cool. Ooh, lots of hard work with this one. Jeez. Okay, and then this kind of merges to that, and it looks a bit good if... All we need is right here, so... since it's going up, we want a very large degree up here, and we're kind of looking under it at that point. So we'll do a flat degree about right here. I know I probably shouldn't have done that, but which means the degree will be larger right here. We're climbing. Oof, bit of a weird spot. We'll do 2. Right here and right here. Then we're climbing again. Getting a little bit larger each time. There we go. Oops. It's a bit pinched. That's okay. Cool beans. Okay, that's all the stems. Where did cool beans come from? I'd say a decent job. A bit wobbly, a bit wiggly at some points, but I think if we do some corrections and add some stuff here and there, I think it'll look great. So now for the fun part, the petals. Here, kind of like with our... Double check that. I should be watching my phone quite stringently right now, so we're going to put it a bit closer to me. There will be that BRB, as we warned. Not that there's many people in here to contest that. What is it? So, yeah, we got a critique on our last thing where our leaves, which we did kind of rush, to be honest, weren't very dynamic, weren't very great looking in that regards. So we have the opportunity now to try to push that here. So yeah, all these leaves, we'll try our best to kind of push that they're dynamic in 3D. Starting with this one, actually, and what we're going to do here is this one is going to have a leaf going forward, and it is kind of going out. These are pretty straight, though. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of fix my posture first. That's very important. And we're just going to... just like that. This one's going out as well, like this to the side. Nice. And then this one's going up and towards us, and then out, so kind of like this. Cool. Then from there, we take our mouse and look at it really well. If this is the center line, I'd say we're almost equal, but this side just gets a tiny bit more room with it. So we're gonna go this out and then in. Like that. And then over here is a bit lower. And that initial roundness happens a bit down there like that. So it makes it look twisted a bit. Twisted freaking psychopath, sorry. Down here, we're gonna do pretty normal. It's pretty much just in front of us. Like that. And then this one's cool. We're gonna go out and then immediately up. And this one we're gonna take our time. So out and then immediately up. And then this one we're gonna take our time. Having those like mnemonics right there kind of help me out. Obviously these are not connected. That is a bit of my fault, but we'll deal for now. Anyways, right here we get to do. Let's start with this one. This one's kind of like the big important one, so we'll do that. So yeah, we'll start from the center, as you do, and we have one. This one's kind of going up and then in, or up and then over. So like this. Like that. This one is going to the side. We'll do our eighths method. So since this is divided into 8, this one's kind of just going straight out, maybe curling a bit in, so it's gonna have a bit of a low, like a smiley face shape to it. This one's going up and over and a bit to the right. Hey, yo, what's up, Fatima? Yes, posture is really important. Otherwise, you may end up like moving back. Yeah, posture. Yes, sorry. Back painting in your early years. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I've definitely learned that mistake early. I try to do like stretches and yoga, at least stretches every week, of course, twice a week. That's part of my schedule. But yoga every so often, just to try to make sure I'm spry and nimble. And I think just being able to stretch and contort oneself is not only a cool skill, but it's just very healthy to do. Glad to see you here, though. I hope your studies or whatever you're working on is going well. We're still working on our hepaticas. There we go. This one's going to go out and towards us, so it's a bit to the right, like this. Oh, there. Okay. And then we have this one over here, kind of curving around a bit, so we can do a bit of like a sad face. Just a tiny bit of that there. Cool. And then over here, we have this one. Pretty general, pretty flat. I'm not going to say anything too crazy with it. There we go. This one, it's a bit curved up, so a bit of a smiley face with this one, just like that. This one goes down, so we'll kind of curve down with it a bit at the end. And then this one's very to the side. So the center axis is actually going to be in the same place. It's just going to rotate around that. And I'll move it a bit to the right to emphasize that. Like that, there. Cool. And so, oh yeah, by the way, just as a reminder, or you weren't here for it, sadly. I will be having a BRB pretty soon, any minute now, literally, just to go grab a charger from my friend's car, and then we'll be back. Cool. So, the huge thing about these, is that they're rounded and somewhat like, they don't have a V taper to them. They're constantly kind of round. And yeah, they're rounded to the top too. So in fact, I kind of want to start with this one because it's the most dynamic. Actually, no, we'll start with a simple one first. We'll go with this upper right one. So we're going to start from the inside. It's kind of going to just be ovular. Maybe it'll have a bit of a taper, but overall it's going to stay the same size width throughout the majority of it. So yeah, we're going to start here, and it's going to go up and around. Kind of like that. A lot of these overlap each other at the bottom. That's one issue I constantly had with my older ones, so we'll make sure to do that here. We'll do that here. Small taper. This one's pretty thick too, so we'll do this and then go around. So this, and go around like that. This one, we go out, and then we have that kind of side to it, like this, and then it goes, it's a bit larger over here than usual, and then we go in. So out, the side to it, this, which is a bit larger, and then like that. Perfect. They do have natural dips and divots into them, so let's try to add that. We don't want to be too perfect with our lines, right? This one, out. This is pretty normal. There's a bit of a dip there, so we're going to go out, bit of a dip, and then in. Like that. Then this one, and they're starting to kind of go outwards a bit, so we can have a bit of a weird taper right there. So out, and then a bit of a weird taper. Like that, perfect. Out here, it has a very weird taper, and then it bends down, so we'll try to emphasize that. Bends down, over, and then in. So, bit of a weird taper, bends down, in. This one's quite normal. Bit of a right skewed looking thing, but nothing too crazy yet. And finally, very normal one. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Yep, and that's kind of why we did our stems going through all of them, is because we need to, in fact, yeah, we need to do it continuing down here. Uh-oh. There we go. We'll add a couple of these stems. There we Oof. Very chaotic. I feel like the center just needs to be a bit larger too. Let's go to the next one. We have one coming from the center, going down and out like this. All these kind of curve and coil that direction. That's why the degree is slightly smaller. This one, it goes, we'll start with this one actually. This one pretty normal, maybe a bit of a smiley face because it's spinning out. This one as well, same kind of concept. There we go. This one curls towards us. This one's definitely curving over. This one's definitely curving over as well. Pretty normal one down here. Did I miscount? I think that's just how it is. Huh, interesting. Yeah, there's only 2 right here instead of the 3 on the other side. Compared to these 2. Interesting. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, these curl forward, so we'll try to emphasize that. So that means we're going to have pretty smooth right here, and then a quick kind of bean shape on the other. Reminiscent of our organic forms. Same thing here. Large, smooth, and then we'll get over here, and just a tiny bit of a curve. Pretty normal right here, nothing too crazy. Nice. This one's curving towards us, so the bean shape will kind of continue. This one definitely curves towards us, very sharp bean shape right there. This one's going to stay pretty wide throughout the top because it's towards us. Oh, okay. We will be right back, everybody. We are going to pick up a charger real quick, so I'll be back in probably about 2 minutes. Let's make sure we set that timer. Stop it, I mean, okay. And we'll be right back. So I lied, I was texted on my way instead of BRB. And I didn't look at the message. I just saw a message, I was like, oh, you know, if someone's gonna message you, it's gonna be a, I'm here. But no, it was not, so. We're gonna wait for the I'm here text. So yeah, this one we're gonna stay pretty big on top and then have very thin right there. And kind of do that side thing. Cool, cool. That's another one done. Very hard to see, a lot of this, very chaotic. This one's gonna be really fun down here. We have this one kind of coming at us, attacking us like this. Such a mean flower, it's attacking it. No, it's dumb. So yeah, it's gonna come at us a bit like this. One's back here we can only estimate, so I'm actually not gonna even draw them. We'll draw them. Like that. You have this one down here coming at us like this. These are kind of scooping towards us. Same thing here. And then this one's somewhat normal. It's still kind of doing that, but for this one we get to do our infinity shape a bit. We're actually going to just do a big bean shape like this, and then kind of add a top to it. This one doesn't really exist. We can't really see it, so just going to draw the bottom a bit like that. This one definitely comes towards us, so we're going to see a lot of the curl right here. Like that. This one's going to come right down at us like this, doing that little scooping motion. And this one's pretty normal. Somewhat. Cool. Let us continue. This one would probably look a lot better textured, but we're out of our textured ones. This one's gonna curl at us, so it's gonna be pretty straight and then like this. Same thing over here. Curl towards us. Curl out. Curl that. Curl that. There we go. So these are supposed to be a lot shorter because it's over there, but we kind of messed that up, so it's okay. But I'll try to make them like bigger up here and then smaller towards the center to really emphasize that, hey, they're kind of disappearing. This one, we get to do a bit of the, this is close right here, then it goes out there, and then it kind of cups. There we go. This is very chaotic. Oof. This may not be a favorite of mine, guys. I shall not lie. Curl this one down here. I think it was just mainly our placement of the center bud and compared to like a lot of the actual disc of it, like this should have been moved up. This one's pretty ovular in general. This one's very like sharp at the top, like that. We have a tiny one down here that's not really visible, but we got to commit to. Cool. We have this one. We have the center right here. This one's kind of curling towards us. This one's out here. This one's over here curling towards us. And then we could do another one just for that. Funsies. This one has a cool, like, very sharp curve to it. Down here. Like that. Cool. I'd say that's enough right there. This one we get to have a bit of fun with. These curl a lot. Oh, and I just opened my phone. Okay, we will be right back, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Okay, everybody. Apologies for the delay. The timer was going? No! No, why didn't you guys stop it? Anyway, sorry. Sorry about that. That took a bit longer. He texted, like, you gotta be fast to grab it on a time crunch. I was like, okay. I go out there. Text 3 minutes. And then 6 minutes go by. Oh jeez. So I guess we'll add 6 minutes to the timer. So yeah. Anyways, let's continue. I have a feeling we're just gonna keep going until we finish this today. Not too super happy with how it's looking, but yeah, oh man. Being sick and running, not a good idea. Okay. Let's get back to it. Thank you for those who stayed. You're probably doing other stuff, but that's the point, right? Okay, so this one, it's really cool because it points out. So we're actually gonna go like this, goes around, and then it cuts off right here. And then we do the underneath, like that. Same thing over here. This one goes a bit above, actually. The, like, center line, horizon line, whatever you want to call it. And we see a lot of this, and then it goes around. Like that. We see like that. This one goes up here. Same deal. Gets a bit blurry. We'll make these a bit larger just to overlap them. And then we kind of use our imagination for the remaining ones. Ish. Oh man, my throat's hurting. Here, let's actually, since it's about to be 20 minutes, let's just make it 26. There we go. Good estimate, I'd say. Making out of the low battery zone with this one. For sure. And I have several laptops, long story, but I had a charger and he needed it, so I gave it to him earlier today, and he was like, yeah, I can only give it back to you at 7. And I was like, well, I need it, so might as well happen during stream. Craziness. There's no static schedules, huh? So this one we're going to do the same. We go over there, kind of overlap it, do some fun. Get a sip of water once I'm done with this because my throat is about to explode on fire. Be right back. Thankfully, whenever I swallow, it doesn't feel like pins and needles anymore, so that's a good sign. But like last night, I think was the worst it's been, where like when I like woke up to pain, just straight pain in my neck. I was like, what in the world? Like I was part of my head was like, this is the end. Like this is, I may need to, like I hate going to the doctor, or like not just because I'm scared of the doctor, just like the hassle and cost of going to a doctor is worse than just sticking it out. But then I was like, if this doesn't fix itself in like 10 minutes, I will go to the doctor. It was 5 a.m. I got no sleep last night because I just keep waking up to my throat being on fire. Anyways, let's continue. Stop yapping about, oh, maybe we will texture this one because I think it could look cool if we texture it. We'll see, because we do have spare time. This one kind of goes like this. Pretty flat, all things considered. This one definitely curls away and out. We did a bad job of curling it right there, though. This one's a bit pointy, out and to the right a bit. There we go. Also, I walked outside. It's such a great temperature. Oh my gosh, like this came out of nowhere. All day it was just normally warm. There's like a really cool breeze going on, and the sunset is just beautiful. I checked my phone, and it literally just said sunny, sunny, sunny for the next couple of days. So I hope it stays that way forever, for eternity. I know we need rainy days, but I'll enjoy those rainy, sunny days as much as they'll take them. These are really small and flat, so I'm not gonna get a lot of them right here. There we go. Good stuff. This one's super curled. In fact, we practically only see the curled portion of it. Oops. This one sticks out a bit, like right here. This one sticks out and just kind of, you only see the side of it, so just in one continuous line, I guess, we'll do it. There we go. Over here, we have this one sticking out like this. And then there isn't one down here, so we'll keep it that way for now. Even though I don't think it looks too good like that. We have 2 remaining, and then we have all the other additive leaves and other stuff that we could do. These, which kind of go out and they curl up, so go out and curl up. And what that'll look like is it's going to go like this, and then above that bit. Look like that. We have this one over here, which kind of goes out. These need to be a bit wider too, I've realized, so. There we go. This one kind of curls up and away from us. It's really thick. Nice. This one's up and away as well. This one's very 3D. I think we're doing a great job with this one. And went towards us a bit. Yeah, these were also flat. These are super dynamic. I guess with our next, oh yeah, we also have this. Our next drawing, we'll make sure there's a lot of super dynamic stuff going on. We really want things to flow and bend and twist and stuff. This one's coming at us like this, and we're gonna do our our favorite, I should say. Like this, there we go. This one's gonna curl in. Curl out. Same thing here. And then down here. Okay. Oh yeah, we have to do this one down here. We get to do this one. We have to have that mindset. We get to draw these things. And a teacher told me that one. Don't have a have to mindset, have a get. And I get it. But sometimes you just have to do things and you don't want to do it. I understand the whole carpe diem, you know, memento mori aspect of doing things and work, but yeah, it's a good sentiment. These are more sharp than I'm leaning on. I'm kind of in my pedal mode, so we'll do this a bit. Try to keep it both sharp and pedal-like. Cool. We do have one behind that, so we'll kind of, in the spirit, I don't know. Let's add the little fronds, these sections. Reinforce those a bit. This one's gonna be flat right here and then round over here. Pretty much entirely round in the center. Flat and then round. This one's a bit different. It just has the spikes straight out of the center of it. This one flat and then round. Flat and then round. Flat and then round. There we go. Cool. So now the overlaps. This is very important. We're going to try to stick to the actual thing. I don't doubt there will be mistakes here and there, but we're going to try sticking to the actual overlaps of our... We already messed it up, so that's cool. This one overlaps both, but we're going to Just make it overlap 1 because we messed up while talking about overlaps. It's impressive. There we go. This one's under both, so this one is on top, and this one's on top of that one as well. So very nice. And this one isn't under both. So we want a contrast, practically. Very sharp contrast between these lines. Keep getting lucky. I'm not checking some of the overlaps, and yet it works out, so. These are slightly overlapping, so this one will overlap and then go under the next. There we go. And then we have little things in the, so we have these main dots, which will kind of do like the, oh, that's a texture. No, we can't do textures, but we can do these little things, just this. There we go. Let's go on to, this one's underneath, so we'll do this. Actually, let's do this because this is more, and it honestly should have been larger, but we'll deal for now. Despite our added time, I think we may be a bit short today. We'll see. And we'll do the stem, because that can't hurt. More of the little dots. I've planned out my entire week to have enough money to go to a restaurant I want tomorrow. It's not even that expensive, but yeah, we're there right now. And man, like I want to eat that, stream, play games with my friends because it's practically my Friday. Drive home the next day, getting a haircut. No, that doesn't mean much to you guys, but it means a lot to me because I like my barber. He's awesome. It should be a great day. Kind of like a send-off, or you know, with the good times before exams kick in. Why doth exams beeth so difficulteth? You can tell I'm not an English major. Nor did I do well in the English AP exam. For those who are dealing with that drudgery right now. This one's overlapped by above it. Cool. Some texture would really do it well right there, but unfortunately that's not the name of the game right now. This is kind of as close as I'm getting to texture, but okay, so this stem is the most important one, so we'll, like, nothing really overlaps that. There we go. And this stem is visible over here. I'm gonna say it's more important than... Actually, I'm gonna say it's... yeah, it's more important than this stem because that one doesn't really have an ending to it. So we'll do this. Very nice. Starting to feel my voice hurt a bit more and more. Try to sharpen the edges of these a bit. It's like a fun little puzzle. You know, this is a bit of one of our earlier... Actually, we'll do it now. I'm about to say something that just doesn't make sense. So, overlap-wise, this one overlaps this. And it overlaps to its right as well. This one gets overlapped on both sides. This one overlaps on both sides. Yep. This one over here. Overlaps on both sides. This one goes under. This one goes above that one and under the right. There we go. We have our little... Cool. We do have those leaves in the back, so we'll add one right here, I think. Like that. Let's see, and go back. And I'm gonna say they're gonna be probably diamond-like, so... like that. And you'll only see this part of it. Maybe some of that. Same thing, it goes down here and you see it put right there. Like that. And then you can't see the one to the left because it's hidden over there. This one we do actually have one underneath as well, so we'll kind of do that. We'll just give it a... Nice. Should have done that in one stroke. Whoops. We'll do this one. Gets overlapped by this. That one is underlapped by that one. Is underlapped a word? That's a bit of a rhetorical question. This one gets overlapped, but overlap zone. Ooh, we're getting to the line dimension now. Look at that. Wow. This one overlaps both. This one overlaps both as well. There we go. Then we have our little... Oh wow, these go really far, don't they? I have class I'm somewhat dreading tomorrow. Because I usually goof off in classes and don't... I do my homework in classes and study outside of them, which is probably not a good habit. I wouldn't recommend it, but sometimes my professors are just so awful. That's the goal. And I guess this one professor has just recognized this, and she's really taken to complete, like, just going over to my side of the classroom, pulling me to the board. She does this to everybody. She like pulls people to the board, but she also has like several quizzes every class for no reason. And yeah, this is just, I now worry. That's the thing too, it's not a good teaching style. Like, I do think bringing people to the board may be helpful, whatever, but hers specifically is not good because if I ask questions and then she pulls me to the board. And I don't want to be pulled to the board all the time. I'm okay with it, but it's not something I want. So now I don't want to ask questions. The heck am I listening to? My Zelda music has changed. What in the world? There we go. Back to it. I hide all the good music from you guys. I'm evil. Oh, this one definitely is in the background. Oops. Yeah, so I worried for a second. And this one definitely goes over as well, and we see a bit of a cutoff. Let's see, this one overlaps both. If you ask me, Kav, how are you able to see past all these crazy lines and draw things? I'm guessing. And I'm seeing past them. We'll be honest. I am seeing past a lot of them. I'm the one who put them on the page, but if it isn't difficult. That's a really good line. It lined well. And then we have our things, which just really go out further than I initially planned. I kind of want to draw a dragon lily. Spider lily, not dragon lily. Dragon lily sounds cool though. We'll reinforce this stem just... Oh, wait, no, that one's underneath that one. Geez, yeah, so no stem right there. Practically the entire stem is hidden. That's wonderful. We do get a bit of stem right there. And that's about it. Maybe right here. But yeah, that's... Cool. We'll go over here. This one overlaps and then gets underlapped by this one. This one's kind of over both, so we'll do that. Oh my goodness, I have to cough so bad. Perfect timing. That was really well done. Saved it. Okay, anyways. Go over here. Now we just have this side of the page to work on, and these stems that we can actually start working with now, which is a bit of a blessing, because we could reinforce them, make them look a tiny bit better. It's kind of hard to see if this one actually overlaps or not because the little buds of it is just so out there. Make these a bit more all over the place. I feel like it just makes, even though we're not doing texture, it makes it feel a little bit more involved. And we can go really far out with these and then keep it smaller on that side to show it's kind of twisting that angle, even though we didn't do a perfect job of it. Do these. Your posture is awful right now. So I'm not gonna get good lines, so let's fix it. There we go. We're out of time too, even given our extra time, but we're close to being done, so we'll finish it up today. So a bit of a longer stream. Just a tiny bit. Just having random dots instead of lines as well also kind of sells the illusion. It's one of those leaves which I drew way too sharp. We're rushing. Oh my gosh, we're rushing. Those lines are not good at all. I don't want to fill them in now because it's going to be super dark, but it's better than having bad lines. Yo, that was a bit off. Getting really lazy, I guess. Makes it look cupped, so we'll keep it. Cool. Okay, I think that's all. Just scanning over everything, but I'm pretty good. And yeah, I'm not happy with it. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's great. I'm gonna talk as we do our review. So yeah, we'll kick off our Delano review session of the day. Warm up, yeah, not much to say here. I mean, we didn't do a ton, but yeah, warm up, great. I think it went well. Solid line work, nothing too crazy over here. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think our biggest error was not connecting the stems to the actual centers of the plant. Yeah, I guess we could have benefited from something a bit more dynamic. I think proportion-wise, we were pretty there. Our petals are a bit misshapen, which I don't think is the end of the world, but it is different. It still looks like the same plant. Yeah, and our depth isn't totally there. Without textures, it does look awfully different too. This one should have curved up more. Tiny errors, but overall nothing world-ending. I just think, yeah, definitely could have been improved upon. But we'll send this to the Lesson 3 critique channel and do the same. So tomorrow will be our last day of streaming for, not this week, because we will stream on Sunday, but we will not be streaming Friday or Saturday. So yep, we'll be streaming tomorrow, Thursday, but the 12th and the 13th will not be streaming. That's kind of everything, so I see no reason not to wrap it up now. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.